everyone I've met, from the people that run businesses that are 10 times bigger than Gymshark, to every entrepreneur that I've met, every business person, every successful person in sport, in business, whatever, whether they've started a business or not, every single one of them has failed time and time and time again. And I think then people look at the final product and just assume that they were either this incredible human who was born this way, and it is just never, ever the case. More often than not, all the most successful people I've ever met are all winging it. They're all literally just working incredibly hard, and they're just giving it their best shot. If you're a young entrepreneur, just do not be afraid to fail. The likelihood of an individual starting a business and that one being the one that strikes gold is ridiculously low. What we've got to remember is you could start 30 businesses and you are still more likely to fail than you are succeed. Honestly, just keep trying and don't be afraid to fail. I think that's so important. Hard work alone is definitely not enough. You have to work hard, but you also have to work smart. There were periods where we were finding out ways to manipulate Google in a way that got Gymshark to the top, which gave us huge revenue for next to no cost, right? That was smart work. But there were days when we would work 12, 14, 16 hours sewing and printing t-shirts every single day. There are days like that now where we just work to get the job done. So exclusively hard work won't solve your problems. You definitely have to work smart. But I've never met anyone who was genuinely successful that wasn't hardworking. When I started Gymshark, I do see people online going, quit your job, jump in, go and do something. Personally, I'm sat there thinking, no, don't quit your job, it's fine. Like, I worked at Pizza Hut for whatever, I can't remember what the amount was. It was £4 or £5 an hour, and Gymshark was doing hundreds of thousands in revenue. The utility of having a job whilst running the business is huge. One, because you can earn money to survive, so you don't need to remove money from the business. So two, you can then reinvest all the profits that you can make in that business. And two, by the way, if business number one fails, you've still got your job, you try number two, number three, number four. And I think whatever it is, find your passion. I genuinely don't think it's a good idea just to jump out of your job just on a whim. You'll hear about the 1 in a million that succeeds, and congratulations, more power to you. I'm super happy for those people. But you don't hear about the 99% that ended up quitting their job and it didn't go as well as what they would like, and then they ended up having to go back and find a new job. So use that job as a superpower, as stability, and invest the money you earn from that job in the business, and just keep trying. I made 2 fitness apps beforehand. I made 2 fitness apps, both failed miserably. I made a little fitness social network, failed miserably. A little fitness sort of forum that failed miserably. And then Gymshark I wanted to be involved in the industry more than anything. I wanted to be involved in fitness because it changed my life. It was the thing that got me from being a D student to an A student. Literally, that was the thing that changed my life.
The discipline.
Yeah, the discipline that I learned, the structure, the fact that if I was tired on a Monday, the gym doesn't care. Go in and lift. It doesn't matter. And most importantly, that if January 1, I joined the gym and I lift 5 days a week, every single week, by December 25, whatever, I am better than I was a year ago. Those lessons to me were massive, because previously I didn't really realize that. And I do this thing in school where I would be like, try really hard and I get a bad grade, and then there'd be another thing that I wouldn't try out and I get a really good grade, and it didn't, do you know what I mean? It didn't add up to me. So for me, I was in love with the industry, and fitness was and is my passion. And that carried me through some of the difficult times, because I remember the difference it's made to my life, and it's this inherent passion that drives me every day. So if you've got no ideal money, just lean into that community, whatever it is. It might be boxing, it might be golf, it might be videography, it might be motorcycles or bicycles or whatever. Lean into it, because inevitably there will be an opportunity, especially now because of this new social media world that we live in. There's so much room for people to create brands. So yeah, I would just lean into whatever your passion is. We did a trip to Fiji years and years ago, and it was the first time I got to spend time with Harley Shopify, Harley Finkelstein, and Toby at Shopify. So like, these are like some top entrepreneurs, and there was a load of other people there. I didn't even barely say anything. I remember sat listening to them, and I was thinking to myself, I felt like I was like a local football club player. These were like Premier League international stars. They were like another level compared to what I was and we were in the business. So to be able to see those, when you see a great operator, like look at Zuckerberg, people just look at Zuckerberg as like a guy, or Elon or whatever. These people are going to be so efficient and frighteningly intelligent and adaptable and resilient that you, without meeting them, I genuinely don't think you'd be able to fathom it. I obviously haven't met them, but having met people like Harley and Toby, they were on another level to anyone that I'd met before. And they were just like us at one point, right? They've had to work. They weren't just born hyper resilient, super intelligent, open minded, and blah blah blah. Maybe a little bit in terms of intelligence, but a lot of the skills that we see from them, they had to learn and they had to work on. That was massively inspiring. So I think you're right. I can't stress enough how important it is to just try and surround yourself with great people. But I was lucky, right? That trip, most people don't get to go on trips like that. They don't get to have their eyes opened. But there's great people in every community, every gym, every whatever. You can definitely find them.